Cool kids. Quick market update. The Dow futures, they were down 1,100. They're only down 816 right now. The extreme fear is at 4. And S&P futures and NASDAQ are down. Everything's down about 2%. But this is the important one. Global markets are down considerably. Australia is down 4.23%. China is down 7 and 9%. Japan 7.83%. Korea almost 6%. India 3%. Switzerland 4.62%. Germany 4.51%. The FTSE 3.19%. Anyway, guys, you get the idea. We got big drops all around the globe. This is very indicative of 2020. If you look at those charts during March. However, it's also indicative of 2008, which was much worse and much longer. We are currently on the Dow Jones Industrial 37,714. We've essentially lost a year's worth, not quite, but almost, pretty much a year's worth of growth in the past 4 days. Now, what does that mean for you, my silver stacker friends? Who knows? That's the beauty of the markets. Silver shot back up to above 30 as the Asians have pushed it higher and higher. And it's actually gone up another 25 cents since last time I checked. So, up we go. Silver going up. What is Bitcoin doing? Old Bitcoin. We love the Bitcoin. Let's check it out. I'm telling you, it's topsy-turvy day. Bitcoin's down at $1,100. What is gold doing? Gold. Don't get old, gold. Gold is up and away. Still below 3,100. Platinum, what are you doing? Platinum, I don't particularly consider, platinum I consider a precious metal because it was part of Electrum. It's up $2.90. Okay. Wow. I bought some platinum when it was at 900 or so a few years ago. So I'm not, it hasn't moved, but I'm not sad to see movement in the precious metals. I do consider platinum a precious metal. What's Dr. Copper doing? Dr. Copper should be dropping. We'll see though. I put in Dr. Copper instead of just copper price. That's hilarious. Okay, copper price. Now, Dr. Copper can tell you a lot about industrials. It is down, but it ain't down real big. But it's definitely a precursor, really, to a lot of things. It can really give you a kind of a feel for how the market sentiment is, not only in commodities in general, but also specifically in metals, industrial metals, base metals. Okay, so if we look at nickel, we'll probably see a downward trend, but nickel's been an interesting market, so that may not be true. Nickel price, here we go. Chart. Can I get a chart? Here we go. I want nickel price chart. Okay, nickel is here's all your base metals. And cobalt's up, aluminum's down, tin is down, lead is down, zinc, nickel is down. So again, Dr. Copper's telling us something. Dr. Copper's saying, hey, there's a bad projection on them industrials, okay? The industrials are not looking good. There's going to be a tariff war, blah, blah, blah. They're pricing it in, guys. Now, that should affect silver, and maybe that's why silver dropped. If you look here, silver dropped or nickel dropped quite a bit. You know, anyway. Yeah, you're looking at just across the markets. We can check bonds. Let's look at bonds. I think these people are freaking the F out. The question is, how long is the freak out going to last? So, bond market. Let's see. Here we go. 10-year yields are down. I don't want cookies. I don't want cookies. I don't want a cookie. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. All right, bonds are down. Let me get some cool stuff to show you guys while I talk. Yep, it's time for Josh's morning market report. Guys, I got a feeling this all comes down to those margin calls. Okay, if you own silver contracts, right, and you have margin calls, right, and you don't have the physical, right, you gotta pay, and you gotta pay today. You don't want that on your record. You don't want to be that guy or gal, so you gotta sell your silver, right, to make those margin calls. That's just how it is, guys. So if you're not doing that, right, you're going to be the bad guy, and then it gets real ugly for you, right? I remember a few years back, you guys might remember this, there was this kid, I think he was 18 or 19, he was doing that Robinhood, and he did some shorting, right? He shorted, and he charted the short, and he, unfortunately, that had severe ramifications. The young man became despondent, didn't realize maybe, or didn't understand, that bankruptcy was an option. So instead, they went the other extreme. They unalived themselves. It was very sad. It was a sad story. I remember that. It was in 2020. Yeah. Spring of 2020, or maybe late winter. It was horrible story. And that's why I'm telling you guys, you don't know how the markets are going to go. But I can tell you this. Warren Buffett and a lot of the big guys, they are pulling out hard. They are pulling out hardcore. So I'm not telling you to follow them or any of that, but man, oh man, it might be a good move. I don't know, because, the truth is, if this is just a blip like 2020, you're going to be glad you bought the dip. But silver hasn't dipped like I thought it would. It did yesterday. Yesterday was the day. Sunday was the day to get that stuff, guys, because 28. But I'm telling you, when those margin calls hit today, man, you might get some more options. You might get some more. But listen, guys, I don't want you to catch a falling dagger. So let's see how big this drop is. Let's not jump the gun here. You're only gonna miss, a couple bucks. I know. Well, if you're buying 100 ounces, that adds up real quick. But like if you're just buying a couple ounces, man, you might want to stack that powder instead. Get that dollars up, the dollar bills, y'all, because first of all, you have to have cash to maintain yourself while the economy kind of recovers, right? Whatever that may look like, and you got to have the cash, man. The silver part comes later. It may not come. I don't know how this is going to go. It's really weird that precious metals are going back up so quick. I didn't expect that. So that, honestly, my gut, and I don't go by my gut, guys. You got to make your own decisions. But we are in a dynamic market. My gut tells me this is a blip. Okay? It's a blip, and it's going to come back. Okay? I don't think equities have seen the end yet. I don't think they're there yet. But I've been wrong many times before, as you guys know, so I wouldn't, bet my life on that or nothing. My gut tells me this is a blip. We're not at the event horizon of deflation yet. But man, if we are, you're going to be so glad that you have stuff like this, guys. You're going to be so glad that you have the silvers in you. Don't let go. And I don't know what else to tell you other than find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you can't find them, I want you to look at my channel. I'm trying to show them to you guys. And if you can't find them, that's on you. You guys know what you're doing now. Silver University has hit, guys. Silver University is out there, and you guys can get all the data you need, all the conversions, all the fun. It's right there for the taking. No charge to you. My gift to you for coming in. Just remember that I do not give any trading advice. I am only a collector giving my invalid and totally useless opinions. And it is up to you to discern which things I say fit your particular strategies and wants, needs, and desires. And if you have any questions, though, ask me in the comments for like an opinion. I'll be happy to give you one, even if it is useless. Although I do have to warn you guys, YouTube has seen fit, okay, to give me a hard strike, I guess. And I cannot comment on anything other than my videos for the next 20 hours. It was all to do with that stabbing in Texas. And apparently on YouTube, you're not allowed to question the other side on that one. And I think we all know what I'm talking about here. I'm not going to get too in depth with it because I don't want to get my whole channel banned forever. But yeah, apparently, if you tell someone that you disagree with them, it's a strike depending on, who's doing the disagreeing, and yeah, it's a whole thing. I've heard bad things about YouTube, so I try to stay out of this stuff. But I saw a thing pop up on my feed, and I went in the comment section like a dummy and made some comments, and I don't know if it's a hard strike or a soft core strike. I don't know. I have real update on Ricardo de Silva, the silver stacker extraordinaire. He's coming back to you guys. I had to use a subscription to an AI generator, and I used it, and it took hours of work. But I do have the footage for the next one. I'm not going to use that stock footage for the next video. I'm going to actually try to make something, but man, it takes a lot of time, and the AI is kind of dumb. I'll be honest with you guys. Yeah, I'm very specific. If you guys look at the videos, every video I put in what I typed as a prompt, and if you look at what it produces, it is nothing so precisely as I have to have it redo it several times just to get it as close as possible. So the AI is kind of dumb, but it beats me having to do the voices myself, that kind of stuff. So if you guys enjoy those videos, if you haven't checked them out, check them out. I'm gonna get off here. I'll make this a short video. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day, and I hope you guys hold on to the seat of your pants, because the fun, I think, has just begun, and it's going to surprise everyone. Anyway, find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you can't find them, don't blame me. I'm showing them to you. They're right here. You see them, guys? They're here. They're here. They're ready for you. And like, share, and subscribe. Bye.